On the news tonight, federal government to stop responsibility for unpaid liabilities by states. First Lady seeks collective action against HIV/AIDS. JAMB affirms deadline for UTME registration. And from the foreign scene, death toll rises from Sudan military plane crash. Good morning and welcome to Major Reports. I am Kayode Adebayo. The federal government has warned that it will no longer take responsibility for unpaid liabilities incurred by state governments. The Accountant General of the Federation, Dr. Oluwatoyin Made, disclosed this during a walking visit to the Federal Pay Office in Kano, urging states to plug revenue leakages to enhance revenue generation and collection to address the issue. The AGL also disclosed that her office has commenced the implementation of an enterprise concept management system to fully digitize financial activities, including those of FPOS. Dr. Madden said the federal government will ensure state governments receive their revenues as and when due, and it will not be burdened by unpaid liabilities. She stressed the need for financial discipline, directing federal pay officers to ensure that ministries, departments, and agencies comply with the federal government's public financial management reform initiatives. The AGF encouraged FPOS to embrace the performance management system, which will replace the traditional annual performance evaluation report, as the system will involve all staff and serve as a tool for measuring management performance. The World Bank says the federal government is set to secure 6 new loans totaling $2.23 billion from it this year, as the international financial institution continues to support the country's economic and structural reforms. According to the data from the World Bank's official website, the loan will bring Nigeria's total approved loans to $9.25 billion over 3 years, reflecting a growing reliance on multilateral funding to support critical sectors of the economy, including infrastructure, healthcare, education, and economic resilience. The data indicated since 2023 under the administration of President Bola Tinubu shows a significant increase in funding commitment, as it approved loans amounting to $2.7 billion, which primarily targeted projects in renewable energy, women's empowerment, and education. Meanwhile, the funding approvals recorded in 2024 significantly surpassed those of the previous year, with a total of $4.32 billion allocated to various projects, and its increase was largely due to Nigeria's growing need for financial assistance to stabilize the economy amid mounting fiscal pressures and rising public debt. Similarly, Nigeria is looking to secure 6 new loans from the World Bank with a combined value of $2.23 billion for 2025. The planned loans cover key sectors such as digital infrastructure, healthcare, education, nutrition, and community resilience. The World Bank said that the objective of the funding is to strengthen Nigeria's economic policy framework by creating fiscal space and protecting vulnerable populations. The Senate Ad hoc Committee investigating Ways and Means has accused the Central Bank of Nigeria of frustrating its investigation into the 30 trillion naira facility provided to the last administration from 2015 to 2023. The chairman of the Ad hoc Committee, Senator Jibrin Echok, made the accusation after receiving an interim report from Consultant Commission to investigate the matter. He said the committee was mandated to investigate how the Ways and Means facility was utilized by the past administration, particularly as it affects the government's cover for budget deficits. It will be recalled that in February last year, the Nigerian Senate passed a resolution to investigate the use of the facility by former President Muhammadu Buhari's administration. Senator Echok attributed the food scarcity and security challenges bedeviling the country to unnecessary overdraft from the nation's coffers by the former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Governor Emefiele, lamenting the uncooperative stance of the Central Bank of Nigeria in providing the necessary documents for the consultants to carry out their job. He further stated that the goal of the committee is to produce a report as quickly as possible, but expressed frustration that their efforts were being hindered by the actions of the CBN. Former President Goodluck Jonathan has said the nation is not getting accurate vote counts during elections due to the involvement of those he described as ghost voters. Dr. Jonathan made the assertion at the Yaga Africa Reflection Conference on Democratic Election in West Africa held in Abuja. According to the ex-leader, the nation's electoral system will continue to grapple with a credibility crisis until there are men of integrity in INEC who will rather resign than succumb to pressure to rig the polls. He also said it is better and more honorable for the chairman and other officials of the Independent National Electoral Commission to resign rather than yield to pressure to manipulate elections. The former president criticized the regionalization of the electoral process, stating that it is a major hindrance to Nigeria's desire to elect capable leaders, noting that regionalization has deeply infiltrated the system, affecting all facets, including religious groups. Dr. Jonathan emphasized that without strong and ethical leadership in electoral management, the electoral system will remain flawed, as he called for a robust electoral system that works to ensure credible elections. The former president commended West Africa democratic progress despite recent setbacks, referencing the coup in Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger Republic. The First Lady of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, has said there is an urgent need to sensitize women, youths, and the general public on the prevalence of HIV/AIDS, calling for collective action to combat the disease and other health challenges. Mrs. Tinubu spoke during a visit to the Kaduna State Government House, where Governor Obasanjo, his deputy, Dr. Hadiza Shibawa Balarabe, members of the Kaduna State House of Assembly, traditional rulers, and religious leaders hosted her. She stressed the importance of collaboration between government institutions, traditional authorities, and religious bodies. In a statement in Abuja by a senior special assistant on media, Busola Kukoyi, the First Lady said there is a lot of work to be done, especially in sensitizing people about the prevalence of HIV/AIDS in the country. Senator Tinubu also highlighted the dangers of female genital mutilation, saying Nigeria should have moved beyond such harmful practices. While calling for greater awareness and stronger advocacy to end the practice, she noted that the nation's population presents a significant challenge for the government, making it crucial for all stakeholders to come together to achieve meaningful results. Chairman of the Kaduna State Council of Traditional Rulers and Emir of Zauzau, His Royal Highness Ahmed Nuhu Bamali, assured the First Lady that traditional rulers will take the advocacy on HIV/AIDS, syphilis, hepatitis, tuberculosis, and female genital mutilation to the grassroots. The Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubunmi Tuju, has explained that the federal government under President Bola Tinubu discarded the visa on arrival policy because it was not only ineffective but capable of compromising the nation's security. Dr. Tuju, who presided over a meeting on the new visa policy alongside the Comptroller General of Nigerian Immigration Service, Mrs. Keminanda, also said the new policy of the current administration will be far-reaching and all-encompassing with technological innovations as its backbone. He said the proposed visa policy aims to enhance the ease of doing business, boost tourism, and strengthen bilateral and multilateral relations with other countries. According to him, the federal government introduced a more streamlined and efficient visa approval process, including the electronic visa, as a separate channel for processing and obtaining Nigerian visas. Dr. Tunjojo said the ministry is guided by the new hope agenda of President Bola Tinubu, adding that the innovation complements the existing visa structure while enhancing all visa-related services from end to end. This, he said, will strike a balance between promoting economic growth, tourism, and national security. You are welcome to our commercial segment.
Download and control your line with Glow Cafe, the interactive self-service app. Free activation bonus lets you post your content online. Get additional data allowing you to gift and share data. 100% bonus on every recharge lets you unlock your creativity, recharge airtime, and enjoy live support chat with Gloria. Special data bundles let you turn that demo into Song of the Year.
Seas with Glow Cafe, my ski they play, my ski they play. I got Seas with Glow Cafe, my
Extra awoof data in the Glow Cafe app lets you link up and unlock your ambition. Inspired, let's turn that movie script into the next blockbuster. Don't delay. Download the Glow Cafe app today and start your own collaboration. Glow Unlimited.
Tinubu to posthumously declare the winner of the June 12, 1993 presidential election, the late Mashood Abiola, a former president, saying Abiola's portrait should also be hung among the portraits of Nigeria's past presidents. Kalu spoke in Abuja at the National Assembly while addressing Senate correspondents on his way to the chambers for the day's plenary. The Abia North senator said he was seeking the recognition following the revelation former military president General Ibrahim Babangida made that Abiola won the June 12, 1993 presidential election, adjudged to be the freest and fairest poll conducted in the country. Kalu, regarded as one of the IBB boys, told newsmen that with Babangida's latest revelations, the controversy over the election had been laid to rest, hence the need for President Tinubu to posthumously declare the late Abiola one of Nigeria's former presidents. Responding to a question, Kalu said Abiola won the election and President Tinubu should declare him a president posthumously, as he commended former President Muhammadu Buhari for giving him a posthumous national honor. Reflecting on IBB's 8-year military rule and what the controversial book captured, Kalu admitted that the narrative was incomplete, urging the former military leader to write a part 2 of the book to be devoted largely to unanswered questions around the June 12 election. In related development, the Pan-Yoruba socio-political organization Afenifere has said declaring the late winner of the annual June 12, 1993 presidential election, Chief MKO Abiola, as president posthumously was long overdue. Afenifere's National Publicity Secretary, Justice Faloyi, stated this in an interview with newsmen, backing an earlier call by Senator Orji Kalu from Abia State. According to Afenifere, former President Muhammadu Buhari had already given Abiola a GCFR award, which is meant only for presidents, saying if President Tinubu could go further, it would be a welcome rectification of a historic political injustice. It will be recalled that General Babangida made the admission during the launch of his autobiography titled A Journey in Service 32 years after the election was annulled. The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board says the registration period for the 2025 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination, which began 2 weeks ago, will conclude next week. Spokesperson Fabian Benjamin disclosed this in Abuja, adding that over 1.5 million candidates have successfully registered. Benjamin said JAMB rolled out an extension of the registration period, as deadline has been communicated in all advertisements and the official calendar for the 2025 UTME exercise. He urged all individuals who wish to participate to register promptly and avoid waiting until the last minute, noting that the board's calendar is fixed, with numerous subsequent programs scheduled after registration, including examinations, resource management, and admission exercise. A former chief of army staff, Lieutenant General Tuko Burate, has called on the federal government to establish a school safety task force in the country. Lieutenant General Burate stated this in a keynote address at the 2025 International Hybrid Conference organized by the Faculty of Education, Federal University, Guzo, Zamfara State. Represented by retired Brigadier General Mohammed Galadanchi, he suggested that the school safety task force should include military, police, and community leaders, adding that the use of surveillance technology, including drones, to monitor vulnerable school zones and prevent attacks should be prioritized. The former chief of army staff noted that if Nigerians rise to the challenge through innovation, collaboration, and unwavering commitment, every child can have access to safe, equitable, and quality education. He added that attention must be given to girl and children with disabilities who face compounded challenges in accessing education. In the meantime, Chief of Air Staff Air Marshal Hassan Abubakar says the recent withdrawal of Burkina Faso, Niger, and Mali from ECOWAS has placed more burden on the Nigerian military. Air Marshal Abubakar said this at the opening of the first quarter meeting with branch chiefs, air officers commanding, and commanders in Abuja. He said that the withdrawal of the Alliance of Sahel states from the existing security frameworks had disrupted the existing security frameworks in the region. According to him, the development has direct implications for the multinational joint task force, which plays a crucial role in countering Boko Haram and ISWAP across Nigeria, Niger, Chad, and Cameroon. The CAS said that the Sahel region had continued to be a hotspot for terrorism and insurgency, with Al-Qaeda-affiliated extremist groups exploiting weak governance structures to expand their influence. He added that the porous borders in the Lake Chad Basin had also allowed the extremist element to sustain their activities, posing a persistent threat to regional stability. Air Marshal Abubakar said that addressing the challenges required a unified approach, emphasizing coordinated air operations, intelligence sharing, and strategic partnerships. You are now welcome to our sports segment. The Nigerian Football Federation is set to decorate a total of 30 referees with the badge of World Football Governing Body (FIFA), thus conferring on them the authority to perform as international arbiters in the year 2025. Olubunmi Ajiboye Agbola has the details of the story and others from the sports desk.
Of the NFF Alhaji Ibrahim Gusso will perform the decoration alongside the chairman of the NFF Referees Committee, Mrs. Faith Irabo, General Secretary Dr. Mohammed Sanusi, and the head of the NFF Refereeing Unit, Alhaji Sani Zubairu. The breakdown shows there are 11 referees, 11 assistant referees, 4 futsal referees, and 4 beach soccer referees. There are also 22 male and 8 female arbiters in all, with 3 of the 11 referees being female, while 5 are assistant referees. All the futsal and beach soccer referees are male. Only assistant referee Emmanuel Omada, futsal referee John Ojeleye, and beach soccer referee Noah Adejo are new in the FIFA category. Assistant referee Samuel Pwa Dutakam and futsal referee Indubusi Oka are the oldest, having been FIFA referee since 2015. Futsal referee Dong Musa has been an international since 2015, while referee Salisu Bashir, assistant referee Tejiri Digbori, and beach soccer referee General Olawale Fawole have been on the international road since 2016. Referees Anna Iliagu and Joseph Ogabo and assistant referee Abdulmajid Usman have been international since 2017. Other referees and assistant referees are Abubakar Abdullahi, Kasimu Abiola Abdusalam, Yemisi Akintoye, Salisu Bashir, Hannah Iliagu, Indidi Madu, Grema Muhammad, Abubakar Nuruddin, Abigail Olufomilayo, Iyaduni Stokil, Faith Agbons, Tijani Mustafa, Tejiri Digbori, Hope Igo, Mohammed, Emmanuel Omada, Beauty Terra, Olaide Usman, among others. Defending champions Quadri Aruna of Nigeria and Dina Mishref of Egypt, along with Egypt's Omar Assar and Hannah Goda, showcased flawless performances at the 2025 ITTF African Cup advancing to the knockout stage of the prestigious tournament. Aruna dominated its preliminary matches, securing convincing 3-0 victories against Tunisia, Michel Sabi, and Benin Republic's Abdelkadir Salifu. Meshref also continued her dominance, smoothly advancing to the second round, while Asar Goda and Nigeria's Olajide Omotayo all secured their spots in the knockout round. Meanwhile, Congo-Brazzaville's Saheed Idowu stunned the Tunisian fans with a 3-1 victory over local favourite Wassim Esid. In a surprising turn of events, Egypt's third seed Mohamed El Abelli suffered a 3-0 defeat against Madagascar's Antonio Razafinarivo, as Ethiopia's Darara Dufera, the only top seed to exit in the first round, bowed out after double defeats. Over 50 players comprising 29 men and 21 women from Algeria, Benin Republic, Cameroon, Congo, Brazzaville, Cote d'Ivoire, Ethiopia, Ghana, Egypt, Madagascar, Morocco, Nigeria, South Africa, Tunisia, and Zambia are participating in the 3-day tournament.
And coming from the foreign scene, the death toll from a Sudanese military plane crash in the city of Omdurman on the outskirts of the capital Khartoum has increased to at least 46. Again, Olubunmi Ajiboye Agbola has the rest of the story from the foreign scene.
The Antonov aircraft crashed during the takeoff from the Wadi Seydina military airport in northern Omdurman, part of Greater Khartoum. Reports say the crash also injured 10 others, while the initial death toll of 19 was provided by the Health Ministry, which said the aircraft crashed over a civilian house in the Karari district in Omdurman. Our senior commander in Khartoum, Major General Bahar Ahmed, was reportedly among the dead. The Sudanese military, which has been at war with the paramilitary rapid support forces since April 2023, released a statement confirming that military personnel and civilians had been killed and reporting that firefighting teams had managed to contain the blaze after the crash. The Sudanese military, which has been at war with the paramilitary rapid support forces since April 2023, released a statement confirming that military personnel and civilians had been killed and reporting that firefighting teams had managed to contain the blaze at the crash site. The statement did not provide details on what had caused the crash, but military sources told newsmen that it was most likely due to technical reasons. Residents in northern Omdurman reported a loud explosion from the crash, which damaged several homes and caused power outages in surrounding neighborhoods. A Bosnian court has sentenced Bosnian Serb leader Milorad Dodik to 1 year in prison for defying the rulings of the international peace official overseeing peace in the Balkan country. The court in Sarajevo also handed the 65-year-old from Bosnia's Autonomous Serb Republic a 6-year ban from office. President of Bosnia's Autonomous Serb Republic, Dodik, was indicted in 2023 for signing laws that suspended rulings by the Constitutional Court and by International Peace Envoy Christian Schmid. In response, Dodik stated that the Bosnian Serb Parliament will ban the work of the state prosecutor, the state court, and the intelligence agency in the Serb Republic area of Bosnia. The Bosnian Serb leader rejected the indictment as politically motivated, adding that he has learned to put up with more difficult things. The leader and his lawyers were not in court during the sentencing, and the case has been widely seen as a potential test of the Balkan nations with central government after Dodik flouted the country's peace deal and court system. Meanwhile, under criminal law, Bosnians can pay a fine instead of facing jail time if the sentence is no more than 1 year. Dodik has 2 weeks to appeal the ruling. It was not clear if he would appeal. Olubunmi Ajiboye Agbola reporting for Osbc News.
And with that story from the foreign scene, we come to the end of a major report on Osbc TV tonight. The news was edited by Michael Adeniyi. I am Kayode Adebayo. Thanks for watching and good night.